Yes, Reds, how are we? We're back for our preview for the Fulham game tomorrow, away. It's going to be a difficult one, but I've got a great panel with me tonight. If you just joined us, smash a like and subscribe. Rick, how are we?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. Not too bad. It's cold here, but it's all right, mate. Not too well. We ain't playing today, innit? So I can't be miserable today.
Yeah, sound it. Fucking hell.
I don't know, are we?
All right, lad. All good. Not bad. So, nice and warm in ours, lad. That's it. That's the positive thing.
The league anymore. Jesus Christ. The miserablest panel I've ever seen. Mo, Happy New Year. How are we?
Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to the chat. All subscribers, smash the like button and all that. Yeah, I'm good. Despite our team being not so good, I am in good spirits.
Well, Mo, we're going to start with you today because obviously it's been New Year, Christmas. I hope you had a good time with the family and what have you. When was the last time you were on? When was the last time you were on?
A couple of weeks ago. Way before Christmas. Anyway, it's been I went on. I picked up too many yellow cards on purpose. So
you nearly got us all sent off.
Yeah. I wanted my Christmas off, like, so I got too many yellow cards. Like, so you
had a little suspension. No, but Mo, look, we're 800 feet, as the manager keeps saying. What do you think?
I think stats are stats like XG, all this kind of stats there. They don't tell what the eyes tell. The eye test is the best test of all, in my opinion. You can't beat the eye test. So, like stats, 8 games unbeaten, okay. But if you break that down, we've dropped 6 points to 2 promoted teams in that run, twice to Leeds, once to Sunderland. Now, if you said at the start of the season, when we were champions, oh, by the way, you're going to drop points to the 3 promoted teams, you'd be like, behave. But that's what's happened. That's where we are right now. So, look, as good as 8's unbeaten and Arne keeps going on about how great that is, there's an underlying, thing there that we can all see. The performances are not great at all, and they don't look like improving. Yes, he steadied the ship, as in we're not losing, but some of these draws and some of these wins even feel like defeats.
One thing we are losing is the will to fucking live watching them. Do you know what I mean? Adam knows he's right. He is right. The problem is you can, when you look at the games, we've spoke privately many times recently. I can understand when people get motivated and they see the wins and go, yes, we've turned the corner. But deep down, this team was just hovering through games, lads, and they weren't looking convincing. The other night to me, it was like a defeat, lad. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. I think that was the worst performance out of all season.
I do. It was so poor, weren't it?
Yeah, it was just toothless, wasn't it? I think we said after the game that you knew after half an hour we wasn't even going to score, and that's the worst thing, isn't it? I think. But I was one of them, like what you just said there at the start of steadying the ship. Not getting beat was number one for me, and then it gets to the point where you're a bit like, yeah, we need some performances now, though. Like you need we're winning, which is fine, but we need some performances now. And that was the game I was hanging my hat on, lad. Fucking New Year, I think.
Yeah. And
it was absolutely piss poor. So that's going into Fulham now. I think we're all not even confident at all going in, and that's a poor. I didn't think we'd be like this anyway for a while. I haven't felt like this for a while since Rodgers and Hodgson, whatever. Damn times, lad.
It is. It really is. Look, smash like a subscribe, Reds. We'll try and get a bit more positivity in here. After Rick. no, but Rick, look, the positive things from the other day, the only small positive things from the other day, was the likes of Rio's little appearance, which, it showed at least someone wants to have a go. I look at certain players in our team and it's a bit frail. The confidence is low. But Rick, tough games coming up now. And, Liverpool have got to make sure they're in the mix.
Yeah, and to be fair, you clean sheet as well, and it's a bit of a positive one from the other night, considering how bad we've been defensively. There won't be no clean sheets in the next couple of games, I'm telling you that. Looking at the 4 games, I don't see where we get any points at all. So it's just like, I don't know. It's just bad at the minute, isn't it? Like, I mean, and it don't help with Slot's comments after a game. They make no sense. He contradicts himself in every fucking sentence he says. But yeah, Rio was good when he come on the other day. He probably done more than anyone on the pitch in 10 minutes. What he got, but you could tell how desperate he was. Slot. He put Chiesa and Rio on, who have both been hardly used this season at all. If I'm Slot and I've got anything about me, I'll be playing Rio the next couple of games. What's the worst that can happen? We're shit anyway. So give these players a go, like change it up a little bit, because we all know what's going to happen. Cody No Goals is coming back in left wing. So
Cody.
Yeah.
Cutting Cody. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, now.
Oh, fucking corner flag Cody, because that's where he fucking boots it to. Mo, the thing is, though, I can understand why the manager won't be playing the youngsters. I get it. When you're under the cosh, you can't, I'm not a big fan of always using the youth players anyway in big games. This is a big game for Liverpool. But however, he's proved he is good enough. Do you know what I mean? But he's not going to play him tomorrow, Mo. Let's just call it for what it is. He's not.
Yeah. And he's not going to play Chiesa.
No, he's not. No.
Anyway.
But, just on a positive thing, Mo, Frimpong on the right-hand side did well. You know what I mean? He's got to be using him tomorrow in that same way. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool, that was the most the fastest we'd looked going forward at times. Do you know what I mean? Tomorrow is a game whereby Liverpool have got to make sure that I think there'll be little chances again, similar to the game the other day. They've got to be making things count, mate, and trying to catch these sides. You need them on the pitch, mate, for a counter-attack, because I think they're going to try and push Liverpool back tomorrow.
Well, that's why the right-hand side's important, because one of their main threats is the return in Robinson. And he's, picking up form again. Yeah, he marauds up and down that left. So our right has to be solid. Now, whether we're going to go with 2 right-backs again, with Bradley and Frimpong. Frimpong was brilliant. He offered such great pace. I agree with you 100%. I think he got an assist the previous game as well, didn't he? So he shows he can offer something. But look, last game we started with 2 right backs again, and we ended it with a midfielder, and we ended up with no right backs on the pitch and a midfielder at right back. So you just don't know what's going to happen. Liverpool this season is like a box of chocolates, Forrest Gump style. You just don't know what you're going to get. It's just toss a coin, isn't it?
I want you to do the voice there, Mo. That's what I want you to do there.
Laugh is like a box of chocolate.
But you're 5-star viewing when you come on here.
And I'll have to get them to do editing.
We are a bag of revels. That's it. Liverpool are a bag of revels, and every now and then, and too often, we get the coffee wins, and we're like, "Oh, this is shit." And that's what it is. Like, you just don't know what you're going to get. So it's but I hope. Well, do you know what? Even Bradley, I'm not too sold on him at the moment. He's a crock at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm not his biggest fan, Mo.
Yeah, but what else have we got? So I think he will go Bradley Frimpong again.
Yeah, I think Adam. The only thing is, Adam. What is the M on your at, by the way? Mazzoni.
No, it's Murray, innit? The Scouse making it. Murray, yeah.
There you go, Mark. There's your answer anyway. Fucking Adam. With regards to the team tomorrow, I think he's going to have an eye on that Arsenal game as well. He probably has to. They're so close together. I know he shouldn't, but all managers right now are going to be doing it. You're not just Arnie Slot. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The one thing for sure is, it's going to be interesting to see how the Liverpool legs are going to be tomorrow, because I think they're going to have a tough afternoon.
We haven't really got many players to pick from, though, lad, either.
No.
If Virch is injured as well, and
I think he comes out tomorrow. I'll be honest with you. I think he comes out of the team tomorrow. Not for the want of him coming out, but I think that with that comment that he made,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
He'll save him for Arsenal. Maybe that's one of them. But like you say, we haven't got many to choose from, lads. So he has to pick what he's got. We'll have three youngsters on the bench again on Sunday. So yeah, he's got to just go with it, and that's the. Let's just see this comment. Dickhead. So lads, I think we can pick the team. I generally do. I think we can pick the team if Virts isn't playing. I think Gakpo just replaces Virts, and then that's the team, lad.
He's not going to drop the midfield, Rick. He can't. I don't think he can really either. I don't think Liverpool can afford to be giving nice sloppy chances, Rick. Especially, if you're going to play two right backs, one of them is acting like he's going to be so high up the pitch and he bone. They need a bit of cover behind, in the midfield area. I think Liverpool. I think I'll be honest. I think the biggest problem for Liverpool this year has been the midfield.
Our midfield's awful. It gets cut through so easy. One pass beats our midfield. It shouldn't be like that. I don't think there's any other team in the Premier League that gets beat with one pass. If you're looking at the teams in the top 6, 7,
6, 7.
Well, don't lie.
Oh, fucking!
I said it, and I thought, he's going to do it. I knew it'd be him. Oh, mate. But yeah, if our midfield is just poor, like, it's easily predictable who you're going to play in it because you've only got Jones, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, and McAllister. Really, they are the only four. Because is Endo still alive? Anyone know? Because
I don't know where he is, lad. He's in a Slots jokey, isn't he? Fucking hell.
He's the one holding. He's got Chiesa and Rio hostage. Endo.
Yeah, Harvey Elliott's there as well.
There's like a little fucking clan of them all, isn't there?
So it'll be easy to pick who plays. It's going to be Jones, McAllister, and Szoboszlai, isn't it, really? No.
Well, one thing for sure is that the manager now has to put fucking the arrogance aside. He's got to utilise the squad well. The subs have got to be good. Especially with the games we've had. There's like three days between, obviously, the other one the other day, and then obviously Arsenal later in the week, which we're all going to, which is going to be a very tough game, Mo. A very, very tough game. And maybe tomorrow, Mo, the good thing is actually probably giving Florian a night off. Not saying a full night off, but we need him fresh for that Arsenal game. If Liverpool, Mo, would you take a point tomorrow?
No.
There you go.
We've got to win, lads. I'd take a point to Arsenal. That's it. That's the only
I'd take a point against Arsenal. Yeah. But Fulham, that's 3 in my eyes.
If they beat us on Sunday, they go 3 points behind us. Fulham.
What's the more important game?
Both of them are important to where we are.
Every game is important.
Every game is important, yeah. Like,
we need 4 points at least. We need 4 points at least.
I feel it's going to be a bad week for Liverpool.
Mo, you said it ages ago, the standards have dropped.
Oh, massively.
And we're still fucking here talking about it.
Yeah. I just fear it's going to be a bad 10 days for us. I'm trying to be positive, but including that Leeds 1 point, I'd be surprised if we get another 1 point out of the last 2 games, like Fulham and Arsenal. It's a tough away week, that is.
Mo, can I ask you something? What do you think has caused... We know that the Jota situation has had an impact on the club. We get that. We know that. And obviously, God rest his soul. But what do you think has caused this year? The performance to really drop off, Mo. It's like he's lost his way.
Yeah, I think there's a combination of things. Obviously, the Jota thing, there's plays a part, massive part. There's a percentage that you could throw 10% towards loads of players getting signed at the same time.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think that Slot's tried to implement his tactics now, his way of football.
He's gone away from the team last year now, hasn't he, Big Star?
That's what I mean. Like, and people hate this phrase or comment. It's not he won it with Klopp's team, but he didn't. We didn't sign anyone. We didn't add nothing to that 11. It was kind of left for him, and he ran with it. And you have to give credit to him for what he did because he won the league, and credit due to credit's there because he earns it. Now he's trying to implement his style of football. He's gone away because we were in between a gegenpress side and a patient side last year, weren't we? You know, we still had
we did it both.
Yeah, we had still elements of the Klopp football, but it was more controlled. Everybody was saying, you know, and Slot was showing how good he was by half time making tactical small changes, and we'd come out second half and blow away teams. Now, what's happening this year, I think, is full on trying to implement his tactics, and it's got to a point where we panic and he panics. He presses the self-destruct button. When we go goal down or concede a goal, we start panicking and we lose control. And the game management is just terrible. I've never seen a Liverpool side with this bad game management since Hodgson days. And look, so I think it's a combination of things, but all roads eventually lead back to how we're set up and how we're coached, I think.
Yeah, no, I massively agree. Adam, you know, we can all make excuses for it, but this year's just been an absolute fucking disaster. Obviously, season, it's a disaster season. Yeah. And like, you know, we all want top four. We all expect to get top four, but nothing's guaranteed. Not when you get performances like the other night. Do you know what I mean? It's them ones that you go, what the fuck's going on at the club? Do you know what I mean? And I think he's winning the league titles probably give him too much confidence. Because you've got to remember, Adam, this league's fucking tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I think exactly that, lad. I think he was coming into this season thinking more about the Champions League. I think he was more thinking.
Well, he said that. He said that he'd
take that. I think he thought that he could, like you say, do what we did last season, winning 2-0s, 2-1s.
Yeah,
like quite comfortable at times last season. I know it wasn't great to watch, but we still winning. I think he just thought. He must have thought, yeah, the team. I need to change a couple of things. We can piss this league, and we can stay in the Champions League. And it's just bit him on the arse. As I say, the league's changed in one summer of just like long balls, fucking set pieces. And we haven't got any players like that who can cope with it. Zero players because we can't win a fucking event. We can't tackle. But we're like complete opposite of all the teams now.
Well, you've been telling me for a while, haven't you? You look around the team and the heading of the players we've got. Shit.
Yeah. Just no demand, like no dominant like figure. Van Dijk's the only fucking one, to be fair. And then he can't win every head on his own. That's one thing I'd say that we fucked up in the summer. That we didn't how they didn't see that the league was changing. Because a lot of teams have got, I'd say, long throws. It's how we didn't see that, I don't know. It's just a bit mad, like.
Yeah, no, I massively agree. You know, for a club that prides themselves on being the top data analysts, Rick, we've gone so far tiki-taka instead of winning battles. Now, I get it. You know, Liverpool, they'll always like that type of players. But, I mean, you look at some of our best teams, we've always had proper little war heroes out there. Milner was one. Henderson was one. Do you know what I mean? Henderson used to get stuck right in. And Liverpool are crying out for that at the minute, Rick. Certainly when you look at, like, the game tomorrow, you have to go and earn the right to win in these smaller sides because, you know, as much of a smallest club Fulham are compared to Liverpool, you know, they get little options, they thrive off things. And I think when you see Liverpool's mentality this year, Rick, they've struggled in these occasions. Look at Brentford, for fuck's sake, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because a lot of these smaller teams, you're quite closer to the pitch in terms of the fans.
They're old school, aren't they?
Yeah, so our players have got shit mentality at the minute. So every little bit of noise, we tend to shit ourselves and concede a goal. And going back to what Adam said about how we didn't see this coming with set pieces, and we probably did, but we took one of our data analysis and put him as a set piece coach, where we probably had no background history on set pieces whatsoever. And the stat I see the other day, was it -9 in terms of set pieces, which is embarrassing. So they probably did see it coming, but put someone that can't do the job in the job just to fill holes. But going back to the mentality thing in terms of us conceding goals after a bit of pressure, the pressure comes from ourselves though. Like we stand on the ball too long, then everyone's behind the ball for the other team, and then we give the ball away, and then they just all come at one and attack us, and we don't know what to do with it. Our midfield don't know what to do with the pressure. We're not the quickest of teams, I don't think, no more. Like we haven't got quick players. Gravenberch ain't quick. McAllister certainly is not quick. Curtis Jones ain't the quickest. Szoboszlai, he runs around and that, but I won't say he's overly quick. So the only two quick ones we've got when we're running back is Van Dijk and Konate. And Konate is not the smartest of defenders, so he goes in and does something stupid.
Fucking brain dead, isn't it?
Yeah, and then he does something stupid, and we're just totally exposed. Which is why I think he's going to go Robertson again at left back tomorrow. Because like I said to you before we come live, he's not going to play someone like Bradley and Frimpong on the right hand side and play Kirkers on the other side. There's no defensive in any of them. They'll all go forward, and it'll leave Dopey at the back trying to figure out what's going on in front of him and get caught out again.
Going to be really interesting. I think this is where you can start judging the manager of where his head's at, Mo, by these lineups, because I think he needs to be a bit more ballsy. I really do believe that. I think he needs to look like he wants to get Liverpool quicker up the pitch. If you're playing Robertson in there, mate, and shit like that. I love Robbo, by the way, but he's fucking the epitome of slow now. Do you know what I mean, lads? And it doesn't help the cause, lads. Liverpool, do you know when you watched that game the other day, Mo? I was like thinking, it was like we were in fucking rewind. We were that slow. It was ridiculous. But Mo, I just want to bring something up to you. McAllister made the comments. I don't know who he was speaking to, but obviously there's a few quotes out. Josh Anfield sector mate of ours, McAllister was saying it was on how he struggled this year maintaining, obviously from last year. So many things changed, as I said. New players came in to replace those who left. We changed too many things, but I prefer to keep it to myself. Mixture of a few things, Mo, which we've all kind of said. There was a lot of signings made. There was a lot of outgoings. I think there's a slight little dig at the manager there.
Oh, 100%. I prefer to keep it to myself, but yeah, I'm still saying that statement to cause uncertainty, and so it's kind of not a hypocritical statement, but he's going to keep his, yeah, but he's kind of defending himself in one hand, saying like,
yeah,
my form is due to X, Y, and Z, but also there's other shit happening which I'll keep to myself, like and that's what it aims. That's what it felt like. So it's not the first time we've had a player or players come out and question or aim kind of digs at the manager.
Yeah,
so maybe
secret little digs, aren't they?
Yeah, maybe there's something like, well, we don't know what happens behind closed door. Maybe there's an arrogance there about Slot. Maybe we all know there's probably a man management problem. I can see that myself. Like, I think he's a very bad man management person. Like, and his comments on Harvey Elliott prove that. Like, I feel. But so look, maybe that's just another little inkling of that you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Like, but I think all will come out when eventually he gets his marching orders at the end of the season.
Yeah, this is it. And I agree with Mo. Curtis Andy too saying here, Macca's comments there pretty much confirms what we knew. The Slaughter's lost the dressing room. I do think he has. I think there's a bit of professional pride kicking in. Fucking hell, they play for Liverpool, Adam. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I also want to bring up a name that Mo's just mentioned. I forgot to bring him up the other day, and it's Harvey Elliott. Liverpool got the option to bring him back in. They need the extra body, lads. They really do.
Have they though? Have they got the option? Have they got the option to bring him back in? I think there might be more.
No, if they had the option.
Oh, sorry, if they have, lad, yeah, definitely. Well, they definitely need more bodies, but I think there's more to it than because they paid loan fees and shit like that.
I think we're recalling McConnell and Beck from their loans.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have paid low fees. Their club.
Yeah.
That's the difference. I think it's a bit like the Sancho thing, isn't it?
It's because it's a fine, isn't it? It's because if they send Elliott back, they need to pay $5 million.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We can't just recall him.
So I think that's the reason. But I don't know. Would you say to them like, leave that $5 million? We need them back. Yeah, I think we do. I think I'd take them back to have some numbers, lad. Yeah, definitely.
Well, especially when the FA Cup's going to pop up and shit like that, mate. You're going to have you've got lesser games in the Champions League against the likes of Karabag and shit like that. Yeah. I just look at our squad now, mate, and there's going to be, we're tinkering on the edge of a few big injuries cropping up again. I really worry me. We're going into the January transfer window. They shouldn't be no one can be turning the nose. I'm not saying they are, first and foremost, but We need centre half because Van Dijk's played like every fucking game, lad.
Every game.
No, we just had the centre half. What?
He's not fucking coming till the summer.
Yeah, he's been signed for the summer, hasn't he?
That's an age ring. That's an age ring, I think, because he's underrated.
He's not going to get games at Liverpool. He's more for the fucking youth, isn't he?
Mate, he ain't never going to play a game under Slot. Slot won't be here long enough for this kid to be any half decent or whatever.
Yeah, it's just an investment. It's a flip.
Yeah.
That's the thing when everyone's saying, "Oh, they're not going to give this manager more signings." It's not about the manager. Edwards and Hughes are the ones building this side, this club. It's nothing to do with the manager. They're all going to be puppets as well.
Yeah.
Everyone can call them a puppet as well. Slot. They're all going to be puppets from now on. There's no clock no more.
I will say this though: whoever they bring in, you'll notice who's going to be in charge. I won't say specific someone, but you'll know whose style of play will be coming in.
Yeah,
on the players that are coming in, like the whole Elliott thing. Listen, I'd bring Elliott back, let him come back because he could probably do a bit more than number 14, mate. He was sitting on the bench.
Well, he did more than last season as well.
Yeah. We definitely need a centre half. I don't think that Joe, is it Alden is or whatever he's called? I don't think he's legit being looked at. I think we like him. He's on the list. But that seemed to get debunked the other day.
This comment's spot on, guys, because we've all been to the ground. I've been going to Liverpool for the last 26 years now.
Yeah.
Probably giving away my age. This is the first season I've felt the crowd like, wow, it's just dead in here. To the point that I don't even enjoy going. Like, I do enjoy going, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
You go more just because you love going, don't you? That's what it is.
Yeah, and is that due to? Obviously, it's due to the football we're playing. You know, we did.
Yeah.
It's always ignited. Anfield's always been ignited by an event or an incident on the pitch or a goal. Or
whether it be managers, tackles.
Yeah, a tackle flying in like Bradley against Mbappe. Even a manager incident when Arteta last season against Klopp gave Klopp the big uns, and then Klopp we ended up winning 4 something. You know, it's always been ignited, but we've had nothing this season to ignite us, have we? Really. So look, I do get it, that comment. I do agree with it, but the players have to give us something as well.
That's the whole point, though, as well. What you're saying, Ben, of like we're all right losing in a way of as long as we're fucking playing well and like we're showing. Like I said the other day, like we're not even. We've all been used to winning the past fucking 10 years. It's been fucking great, hasn't it? And what we can be entitled that we want to win or whatever. But you know what? It's like if we were like peppering the goal and fucking all over teams and we just really was just unlucky, people would take it. But the fact that like fans went to Leeds the other day and we had like one shot on target or something like that.
We were holding on in the end, holding on.
Calvert-Lewin nearly scored, exactly.
Holding on against Leeds, holding on against 9 men Spurs, holding on against, do you mean? 10 men Newcastle early in the season.
Yeah, and that's the point, and it's like everyone can go, "How lucky," but you're all entitlement and all that. No, it's not that at all. It's we want to see excitement. We pay our tickets. We want to see something than what we're seeing.
Let's just start at them, you know. Let's fucking remember who we are. The Liverpool Football Club.
That's it.
Yeah.
I just. You know, Rick, I've had this fucking debate many a times, and it really gets me fucking worked up. People just go, you know, I'll be honest, lad. I was arguing with someone on Twitter yesterday, and he said to me, "Yeah, well, fucking, I'm right. I'm fucking going for a few of the ones that think it's acceptable, lad, because it's just not. You know what I mean?" And Liverpool, I think, as a club, Rick, have a problem with mentality, and the reason being is they're not set up to be a dominant force.
Underdogs always want to be the underdog.
Yeah, we have this underdog mentality, and people just go, "I know it's sound this year." It's fucking not sound. I had someone say to me, "Oh, well, you know, you're going off at the manager. You know, was you saying fucking this when Jurgen lost 6 games in a row?" I said, "Well, no, because there was no fucking fans in the ground. If there was fans in the ground, he probably wouldn't have lost 6 games in a row. If we had no fans in the ground now, we'd lose fucking 20 in a row."
Mate, it's like I see people on social media like it's get behind the manager, back the team. All right, I bet they back us fans by actually putting effort into games, winning games against teams they're supposed to be beating instead of I hate the whole footballer comes out with a social media post. It fucking does my head in. Like, I don't care. Just get back on the train. Like the whole thing with Slot as well. Like McAllister saying things will probably change. Yeah, it's probably because we're training fucking once a week. They barely see the geezer. And when they do see him, he probably come back tanned. How he's still on the job is beyond me. He should have been gone 2 months ago. He should have gone after that Man United defeat at home. He should have gone from that. We're just accepting shit. Like, there's fans accepting shit. Like, I don't want to see the Roy Hodgson ever come back to this football club. Do not want to ever see that. I see a stat. Roy Hodgson's got a better stat than fucking Slot in this team. I can't remember what it was. I see it ages ago. It was saying about defeats and stuff like that. Goals. Yeah. Like, it's so bad. Like, how are we accepting this after? I won't say we dominated English football. We dominated English football with Man City for the last 10 years. We've been there. It's been us and City going toe to toe for the leagues every single season. And we've now got fans accepting that we're sitting fucking 8th, 9th, 10th. There was one stage, I think we were 14th at one stage, and fans were still okay with it. Like, how about you give me your match going ticket that I'm sitting, like when I went to the West Ham game, when I went to the Man United game at home, this fans just sitting there okay with it. When you get upset, shout, abuse, what's going on the pitch? Don't be like that. What do you mean don't be fucking like that? We're getting beat. Like, if these fans that go to the games, like the Leeds game was horrific, man. I had the Leeds fans singing, "Shall we sing you a song?" Like, if us fans that go to these games show as much passion, it might help the players on the pitch. I'm not saying it's going to, because fucking hell, Van Dijk's been crying for that for years. But it's as bad as each other. The fans are as bad as the team at the minute. It is. It's shit. It's like a fucking library at Anfield. Like, I've got Everton fans like putting stuff in groups that I'm in. Like, just it's bad, mate. Like, it ain't gonna stop no time soon, because they're not gonna get rid of this prick. He's gonna stay until the end of the season at least. There's no plan. There's no nothing, mate.
Get off your chest, lad.
Ben's on mute. Look, I'll put him on mute.
Everything's going wrong, boys. It's going. Mo, you know, I get the frustration. I really do. And do you know what, Mo? I'm going to bring it up now, because I know I tried to, with the tickets thing tomorrow. You know, Rick was one as well. I helped him out, and I've just looked on Twitter now, and one of our regulars who, is a great friend of the show, Wezzo, saying the fucking ticketing system's a joke. Like, tomorrow, Mo, talking to fans, there's probably going to be half of them in the fucking away ends. It's just, mate, this season's just, it's crazy this season, Mo. And like, with regards to the fans, Mo, you have to have, one thing Jurgen Klopp said on that, what's that fella's name who's done the interview with Stephen Bartlett?
Yeah.
Liverpool will demand beautiful football. And I tell you what, mate, on the day that, you have the Anfield crowd walking out on 70 at 5 and shit like that, like the United game and what have you, that's when you know the end is near. And I still believe, Mo, the end is near. I can't have it that he sees that he's in the job much longer, especially if he loses the next two. I think Mo, when they've pulled, me and Adam have spoke about this, I'm sure he'll jump in on this as well. I think when they've took that Adam Briggs out the job, Mo, they've now narrowed it down and put the spotlight right on the manager. So now they're on the verge for me of pulling the trigger.
Yeah, 100%. And I agree with you. The ticketing system is a joke. There's going to be a lot of empty seats in the away end tomorrow, which is not going to help us at all. We need our fans, especially away fans. But I think a lot of people
will be made up.
Yeah, exactly. You might have a good game. You never know.
Be like that. Come out, so there's no fucking fans in the fucking end.
That's it. So look, they need to sort that out. But going back to your point, I agree with you. I just totally agree with you. Like, it's I think they're going to give him to the end of the season purely because I think this is my opinion. I don't know any inside information. I'm not an ITK. I hate those people. This is just my opinion. Okay. I think they've got no choice but to keep Slot, and they're treating Slot as an interim manager till the end of the season. Everyone's going to get an interim in now. We've got an interim already. It's Baldy. He's our interim. Okay. And Interim's gonna.
I always just look at Rick every time.
I know, he's fucking smirking there.
Sorry,
every
Rick.
podcast, I just laugh.
No, Rick's got a cool beard going on, so that's right.
Yeah,
He's not here, he's head upside down.
I'm gonna do that, innit? I won't shave my beard till we win 5 games in a row.
Oh, fucking hell. We were like one game away. One game away.
I'm gonna call you Rick Bin Beard. Sheikh Rick. So yeah, my opinion is he's gonna keep him to the end of the season, and they're gonna gamble on Alonso. They're just waiting for Alonso to become available. Edwards wanted Alonso before Slot, and that's Edwards' dream choice. And I think, he might have, in board level, they'll get an inkling already. In board level, they know already that, look, if Madrid don't win the league, Alonso's gone. They know that already, at board level. So I think they're going to stick with Baldy until the end of the season. And I fear it's going to put us back 5 years if we don't get top 5 in Champions League.
It's dangerous, Adam. It's fucking dangerous. But I want to, do you know what? There's a comment I've missed out, but I'm going to come back to it, Adam.
They drop me thing then.
The fucking noises that come from your house, lads. What goes on here, lad? Honest to God.
Get excited.
There's something wrong with you, I'm coming to our mate Dicko. Shout out to Dicko as always. Boys, smash a like and subscribe as well if you just joined us. 49 of you in the house. Yeah. But this one here, Adam, and I know I want to come to you on this, Adam, because I know we watch Anfield Rap, and we've obviously watched the Bedman stuff with regards to the deep dive and stuff like that. I know it's something you like. You like the tactics things and stuff, and coaching and what have you. But Dicko's saying here, listen to the Anfield Rap, couldn't believe what I was hearing. Apparently, just have to accept this mediocre football this season to stop the defeat. Insanity. Do you know what, Adam? We all of us got together. We wanted to do the podcast, and I see it as catching up with my mates. But one thing's for sure, Adam, I will never fucking gloss over conversations where I just do it for clicks or nothing like that. If I don't like it, I'll call it out, lads. And I really respect the Anfield Rap lads. They're top lads, some of them, do you know what I mean? I know a few of them from going to matches. I'm sure some of the people do. Maybe Dicko does as well, because he goes a lot of the games. But, you can't shy away from this shit, lad. You just can't. You can't just accept mediocrity, Adam. It's just not... Just because you're on the camera, you can't do that. And I don't know which person it was myself. Maybe I haven't seen it. But one thing for sure, and obviously the Mark Gay comments, Adam,
start on that. I don't think we should comment on that, actually.
Go down that route. I don't...
anyway, yeah.
You can't fucking just say... You can't bury your head in the fucking sand, lad, can you?
No, that's it. And we've got to January now, and it's fucking still terrible. There's no turning around. That's simple as that, isn't it, really? I had all the hope in the world because I think I was blinded over the years of Liverpool turning around. That's Liverpool always done when I've watched them. And fucking not turning around. So they just... I like all of them and all that, but they're not going to call it out, are they? Let's be honest, because they get...
I understand that. I understand they have a closer connection to the club than a lot of other fan bases.
Yeah.
But, some people who go on, they can speak a bit more. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Personally, for me, I talk to you boys on here. I will talk to you off here.
Yeah. And that's it. You just got to be honest on what you see, and everyone's entitled to their opinion as well. If you want to be positive, be fucking positive. If you want to be honest, negative, whatever you want to call it, that's it. I think we're all quite a variety, but I think I've fucking flip-flopped about 7 times this season. I think Rick has as well, to be fair to him, lad. Well, at the end of the day, like what Mo said before, your eyes tell you everything, don't they, in the end. You can gloss over stuff, and I've did it over the past few weeks. Sometimes you just got to hold your hands up and say, this is not changing. But I agree with Ben, that I do think he goes. I think they are planned on him to go. You just haven't got a replacement yet.
Do you reckon he'll survive to the end of the season, lad?
I don't know. I don't think he will. I think as soon as he gets beat, I think defeats. I think we need. You can't sack him now.
Okay, I'm going to throw a hypothetical. Let's say we lose to Fulham, lose to Arsenal. What happens then?
I think he's sacked.
I think he goes if he gets beat the next 2 games.
Because you don't need to be in charge for the Barnsley FA Cup game. Don't need to be there for that.
Exactly.
If
Don't tell me
Arsenal-
about it there.
Well,
Yeah.
just quick question, because you've just brought it up. What's the gap between Arsenal and the next Premier League game, lads?
So the next gap is Arsenal's on the 8th of Jan. We then play the 17th of Jan at home to Burnley, which you don't need to be there for that either. I think we get stuffed by Arsenal massively. I think they could put 4 or 5 past us the way we are, and I think that will be it. I don't think the away support in that game will take that. There won't be no singing any song, clapping it at the end. That away end could empty quite quick if it's 4 or 5, and I don't think that they'll do him that night. They won't even wait till the day after. Edwards, we know how ruthless Edwards is, and apparently Hughes is a cold-hearted person as well.
They're not fucking happy with it.
It wouldn't surprise me if they told him to stay off the bus, get the train back. He's not no longer manager.
I just want to say, right? I know, I understand. I get people thinking he'll stay to the end of the year. If Mo Salah didn't speak up, he was gone.
Oh, 100%.
I agree.
100%.
That's why it was stupid that he spoke. That's why it was stupid.
That's why I'm fucked up with him, because instead of thinking of the team individually himself again, and that pissed me off.
He didn't think of the big picture. He didn't think of the bigger picture. That's what.
Was going AFCON.
Yeah.
And he thought he could say what he wanted to, and by the time he got back, there'd be a few more defeats, which there probably has been. And he don't think Slot would have been there by the time he got back, but he will be.
Can I just ask it, if hypothetically speaking, Fulham and Arsenal, we lose, he gets sacked, do we go for an interim or do we go for a full-on replacement?
It'll be Gerrard.
I think it'll be an interim, yeah. I think Gerrard knows what he's doing in the public, lad.
Yeah.
Well.
You've been saying this recently, lads, haven't you?
So Gerrard and Johnny Hettinger probably 1-2 combo.
Or even him, yeah.
I just say something, Mo. Do you know on that front? Because I know, in particular, I know Andy's in the comments. He's put Arnie Ten Hag. He's actually going to be with us tomorrow, so that'll be interesting if we lose. Fuck me.
Who Ten Hag?
No, Andy. No, but look, you know, Mo, I think if the man, it's not great. People think, right, if you speak out a bit more, right? It's not that we're doing it. If anyone on here does it on purpose, but I think the fact of the matter is, Mo, you know, it's hard to watch Liverpool going through the shit a bit, and we are having a disaster fucking season, Mo. But for me, you know, these people who own these footy clubs, mate, will not just watch their investment go down the shit, because they put a lot of money in this summer, regardless of what they recouped. What was it, 220, 230 or something like that? One thing's for sure, Mo, I don't think they'll be happy with the fact that the Anfield crowd's losing a bit of hope, because Liverpool are built on that Anfield fucking solidarity. We are the fucking powerhouse behind the football club, and without fans, you know, football for all teams is fucked. But if our crowd's not up for it, Liverpool have a problem, mate. And I always thought, when, you know, that year after COVID, I knew we'd have a problem when there was no fans for Jurgen. You know, we couldn't get in the ground. I knew our team would struggle. Imagine being a footballer playing at Anfield when there's no fans there. So, but imagine if you start losing hope when the fucking fans are there. And I just think, well, you know, regardless of the next 2 games, for me, I just think they need to make a change just to freshen the place up and stop everyone talking about, is the manager staying or fucking going?
Yeah.
Well, I think we've had a 10-week period questioning whether he's come, and that pressure is never going to go. It's going to stay with Slot until the end of the season.
People are just waiting for the downfall,
and that, you know, feeds uncertainty to the players into the dressing room. They all probably think, "Oh, we're going to outlast you anyway." You know what I mean? They probably got that mentality already, like, you know. Yeah. But they should be professional enough to still fight for the badge, and that's what pisses us off as fans. Like,
that's what I think they're trying to do. Mo, I was saying this. I know it's a shitty analogy, right? But I was saying it to Adam and Rick and stuff yesterday. I look at it this way in simple fucking terms for people who are like me, who are a little bit stupid, right? But I think when I was playing footy at school, if our team liked the teacher, we'd go the extra yard for him. If we thought the teacher was a fucking idiot, even if the team was good, automatically the performances drop, mate. You're not as asked. And this team is not that bad, Mo. They're not. They're fucking champions of England.
the players starting 11 can beat anyone on their given day,
Yeah.
any given day. Like, you know,
Any manager would be absolutely bite your hand off to have this.
yeah, with this, exactly. It's how they're deployed. And look, for last year you'd make subtle changes at half time. This year he's making crazy changes, like taking right backs off, putting midfielders in right back, putting defenders in centre back, putting square pegs in round holes all the time, and that's and pressing the panic button all the time. And it's got to the point where, for me, it's untenable. I gave up on Slot weeks ago, when I got a lot of shit for it. But I gave up on him weeks ago. But I just don't know what kind of interim can come in and save our season at the moment. But it is a dire watch. It's difficult to watch Liverpool right now. It really is. And that Arsenal game, everyone fears that Arsenal game, and rightly so, because we might be Bonnie Blue FC. There's going to be 10 men just plowing through it.
There we go. There's one.
I knew he'd bring something to the table.
Honestly,
UFC.
Honestly, they're going to plow through us. 10 of them, even 11. Even the keeper's going to plow through it.
Even Arteta, 12 of them. Fucking hell.
Yeah, on the bench. It's going to be free for all.
Coach. Fucking hell. I'll have to tell my mate who works on the security to fucking put laxatives in the fucking and all the drinks, so they shit themselves on the pit.
It's a big week away from home for Liverpool, and let's see what happens.
Adam, do you know what? I'm going to come back to Andy's comments here, but Antio Chill, I can't say the day properly. Sorry, mate. It's like a tongue fucking teaser that. He says, stop with the Gerrard interim talk. The fella gifted City the league in 2022 would be until
the league.
You know what, mate? It's not about him just being a coach, mate. It's about maybe the crowd need a lift and someone who knows what the club's about, lad.
The Gerrard's got the easiest, or anyone who's got any fucking brains.
If he fails, no one's asked for him. No one.
Yeah, exactly. He's got the easiest thing to go into the team and go, hey, do you know what he's been telling you to play like? Stop playing like that and play like Klopp. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Let's fucking run around. Let's put a tackle in. Let's attack. That's all we need to do. It's quite simple,
Lad,
really. I might get
Adam,
in.
He could just say one thing. He could just say one thing, right? And it's the fact that the manager's gone now. And if you don't perform, the crowd are onto you now.
Yeah, it's all on you now, boys.
All on you, yeah.
What going to do about it? And I want to see him do it now, to be fair. How good would it be to see Gerrard on the line and getting us top four or whatever?
He wouldn't be the coach that wants in the fucking job, but beggars can't be choosers.
It's an aura thing, isn't it? It's an aura thing. He goes in there. Who's bigger than Steven Gerrard at this football club? No one.
Rick, can you imagine if Steven Gerrard got Liverpool to a final of one of them cups?
Can you imagine he wins the Champions League? Boy.
We're going to win it all.
He's winning the double, mate. They come in Champions League. No, but he goes into that changing room. He looks at every single one of them. Mo Salah included. None of them are bigger than him at Liverpool Football Club.
I'll say another thing as well, just finish Antio Chill as well. I'm watching Rangers there. They haven't won a league since Steven Gerrard was there as well, by the way.
And that's a club who needs an emotional manager, Adam.
Exactly. And then I think I've seen another one. He said that if it's a girl or a he, I don't know. But he won't lift the crowd. I was there when Dalglish took over after Hodgson. Yeah. And trust me, it was a fucking lift. It was a lift.
If you're saying Gerrard wouldn't lift the crowd, that's bollocks for me, Mo.
Yeah. People get behind him. So
Gerrard will definitely lift the crowd. I wasn't honestly, I wasn't on the Gerrard interim bus.
No one really is, because you don't want to lose your fucking manager.
No,
you know what I mean?
But I totally understand it, and if it happens, I'm all for it, because it will lift the crowd and it will give.
Oh, it will bring everyone fucking together.
Well, and this is the biggest thing.
Sorry, Mo, just to cut you off a little bit. Also, because if we know that's just till May for the summer, it's fine. Do you know what I mean? That's another thing. Go on, Mo, lad.
No, I was just about to say, like Klopp's tenure was built on making a connection with the crowd. Against West Brom, we drew 2-2. He got everyone lined up in front of a cop, and we were like, "Yay, 2-2!" But it brought us the crowd in. It brought us on the journey.
It was like day one had started. Building,
exactly.
You know,
that foundation's gone now. That's broken. We've lost that. That's gone. Like you say, in the crowd, every time you go, it's like, if you criticize it, you got someone behind you criticizing you. Then people are talking about when he's going to leave. It's just a mixed bag of things. Like, so bringing someone like Gerrard in will instantly get that crowd back on back on song. And that's probably there's a connection that's been broken between the crowd and the team right now.
You'd start skipping back into Anfield, wouldn't you? Because you'd want to see it. You want to see him, and then like the first goal or something, or say the first win that we win 3-0 or something. Everyone would be like, "Here we go, let's get this back for a little bit."
Exactly, and that new manager bounce, could last 5-10 games, and then hopefully Alonso's available, and Gerrard assists Alonso, another assist to Gerrard,
and he'd be happy with that. He'd be happy. He wants to just manage Liverpool, and he can fucking live in Saudi if he wants, whatever.
Tell you what, one player in particular would fucking jump up and down to have that Steven Gerrard on the side for a few months. It'd be Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones, yeah.
Do you know what though? It is what it is. Sorry, Mark can't say Anfield is a library under this manager. It's not good. That's the worry, mate, and that's where I think the owners won't just sit still. They're not stupid. As much as I've been against them at times this year. Rick's been the same. Me and Adam have had major debates with them. Mo, probably obviously we've only just known each other in the last couple of months. But there's been big divides with the owners. But right now, this is not their fault. Do you know what I mean? But they've got, if you want to have major respect, you've got to make calls when in the difficult times, Mo. Do you know what I mean? You can't just let it all phase away. But look, let's get back to the game. Mo, no, I'll cut to Rick first. Rick's been quiet there because he had a big rant before, and people are like, "Go on, Ricky, lads," you know what I mean? Like that Everton video when he's doing the Richarlison.
See Steve come off his head. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell. It all goes off in that room, like there's fucking planes and everything. but Rick, what would you make if you were at the option tomorrow? What changes would you make? But what do you think the manager does tomorrow?
So I'd want Rio coming in, but he's not going to do it. I'd like Rio, Hugo, and Frimpong to be the three.
Yeah, don't mind it.
The midfield's going to pick itself because of availability. Defense, I'd like Kirkus to come in, but he's going to go with Robbo, I think, just purely because of that right-hand side. He won't go too attacking with it. And then centre-half pick themselves because we've got none, apart from the two. So I'd like Rio, but it's going to be Gakpo, and I think it'll be the same team that played Leeds.
Well, give me your 11.
Oh, God.
Wakey, lads. See what I mean? What happens with the football in this club at the minute?
I'll have Bruce Grobbelaar in goals. Hippier, Van Dijk.
Imagine that.
No. Okay. Ali in goals. Kind of agree with what Rick says. We haven't got a lot to work with. So
you kind of can see what he's going to do tomorrow.
Yeah, and has the 5 yellow card thing, is that stopped now? I think it was last game, wasn't it? So yeah, okay, so fine. Ibu can pick up a yellow card and he still plays for Arsenal, yeah?
Yeah.
So Bradley right back, Ibu, Verge, Robbo, because you need a bit of experience.
Yeah.
Jones, Maka, Dom, and then Gakpo, Hugo. Hugo, Rio.
You know what? I love to. I want to bring. Andy brought up a team before, Adam, and he mentioned having there he is in the fucking comments. There he is, just in time, lad. He had Rio one side and Jeremy the other between Hugo. I'd love to see that, Adam. But
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Okay.
I'm trying to say that now. I don't mind it. Yeah, Andy, lad. I agree, mate. I agree. Shana.
What do you think he does, Adam?
He doesn't do that anyway, put it that way.
Name the 11.
No, you know what, though? It'll just be literally Gakpo for Rio there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? That's probably it.
You think he plays Kirkes, though, Ed? Why he's got Rio?
Yeah, your little theory there could be a shout, lad, yeah. Maybe why he took him off as well, after an hour as well, wasn't it? Yeah, so maybe Robbo, yeah, mate, yeah.
I have to say, though, I'll be shocked if he goes 2 right-backs on the pitch at once tomorrow with Arsenal a few days later.
Yeah.
So do you think he's going to go Dom, do you think he's going to go Dom right-wing then and bring Maka in?
I think he might do. I think he might go one. I'd understand it if he went one right back tomorrow, Mo. Just in case to keep it safe for that.
Yeah,
if we fucking lose one, we're fucked in that Arsenal game, because I always think every time we go to the Emirates, Mo, I was saying this to these boys, even with in our best times, we've fucking struggled at the Emirates. It's a difficult place, do you know what I mean? I think he'll play Frimpong right back, mate. And he could go with Rick's theory. I hope he doesn't. I hope he does play Kirkis tomorrow. Bit of fucking pace. But I think he's going to go with the 4 midfielders, Gakpo and Hugo. I don't think Florian starts tomorrow. I don't. I think he'll just protect. He may bring him on for about 20 minutes just to get a run out and just give him that extra few days rest. Because he brought it up the other day, didn't he? But I mean, it's going to be a fucking interesting game. I hope Liverpool turn up now. I hope, boys, it's Liverpool get beat tomorrow. They'll get beat at the Emirates with these.
Oh yeah, it is that kind of feeling, isn't it? If you lose this one, you're going to lose it.
I always felt like Arsenal could start us in a spiral again, and I'm like, fucking hell. I just want to go back to something though. Antonio Chilly said, I prefer a good coach over someone like Gerrard. A good coach lifts the crowd regardless. I think you're getting the wrong end of it. We're just saying for the end of the season, lad. Not for interim. You're not going to get a good fucking coach for 6 months, are you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But no, appreciate the comment.
Yeah.
Smash a like, subscribe. Andy
Here's
said, go
Here's
right
our
back.
coach on the telly now, Unai Emery.
He's a good coach. What score did that finish?
3-1.
3-1. Do you agree with this, Rick? Arnie's 11. Andy's saying Allison, Frimpong, Canati, Verge, Robbo, Grav, Macca, Jones. Basically what I've just said.
Yeah, that's right. He will go with that. Yeah, he will go with that. That will get big.
Interesting. Yeah. Dicko's saying here, Mo, this is a problem, isn't it? I had a massive season ticket since 2010. This is generally the worst football I've seen us play. That's sad, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I said, I've been going for 26 years now, and this is on par with Roy. Yeah, it really is. Like, top 5, Champions League 5th spot. I can't believe we're even saying this. When we spent 280. Yeah, exactly. But look, if we don't get Champions League, it's going to be detrimental to moving forward. It really is, like.
I know we keep bringing it up, right, about like Trent. Well, not really Trent. I can't stand the fucking idiot. But I mean, even when you had struggling games, Adam, Luis Diaz would get Liverpool up the pitch and create that unpredictability. That's why he's got to start using Rio. Do you know what I mean? A little bit more. I'm not saying he's the same player, but when Rio's on the pitch, he's got nothing to lose, and he will have a go.
Yeah, and I think that's why Frimpong done so well the other day. Because his one thought was just to get at the fullback, and that's what Rio is. And he goes both sides, which is quite good.
I like that. Yeah,
teach him.
Yeah,
he looks more mature every time I see him on the pitch.
It gives the defending fullback something to think about as well. If he's getting attacked all the time, he's not going to go forward by 10 yards because he's going to be wary. Oh, this guy's attacking me, man.
And you're not bothered that he's going to lose it a few times as well. As long as he gets us up the pitch, that's what I'm happy with.
Rick, and do you know how it pisses me off? Do you know some of our players that the likes of Florian and stuff like that? I see people moaning about him giving the ball away. People don't understand football these days, because these type of players, they have to make the risky passes, don't they?
He's our most creative football player that we have in our team, and you take him off regardless of the issue he has. You take him off, and you knew we weren't scoring after he come off, regardless of how bad he played in the game. Some people think he could still pull a rabbit out of a hat with a pass, or hopefully a goal. But you take him off, it was game over, mate. You knew he just set up for a point against Leeds. That's why I don't think if you don't start tomorrow, mate. Listen, I'm not confident anyway. You're going to be shot by the scoreline.
Oh, Florian.
Yeah.
You're on about Florian, yeah. He won't
start tomorrow, Florian.
And I don't see where the creativity comes from because McAllister ain't got it. Jones ain't got it. Szoboszlai ain't got it. Gravenberch certainly ain't got it.
If he doesn't play Words tomorrow, Rick, I'd consider playing Macher a little bit further because at least he can do something.
Yeah, he's a better passer with the ball than short, incisive pass is better than Szoboszlai.
Fucking hell. He cannot be around that 10. If he's in that 10 position tomorrow, fucking hell, I'm going to have words with that.
You say the 10, you're going to see a Ekitike playing 6 at stages of the game tomorrow.
Don't blame him because all the others are shit. Yeah. Simple.
Look, that sums it up. Rick, score prediction and a first goal scorer. Go on. Give me
2-0
the bad
Fulham.
news. Oh, fucking hell.
What did you say then, Rick?
What did you say?
2-0 Fulham.
2-0.
Yeah, we don't score. Lads, we can't score against fucking Leeds at home. Who's going to score for us, lad?
Ekatike?
We didn't score midweek at fucking home to Leeds, lad.
Yeah.
Fulham have got a better back line than Leeds.
It's only the first game he scored in the last 7, like.
He ain't scored. It's 2-0, mate.
I'll
be in the group chat when when that happens.
Fuck's sake.
I don't know what you said.
A lot of draws, Adam. A lot of draws, you know.
I fancy a draw. I do fancy a draw. I fancy a draw.
Let's go.
I think 1-1. Yeah. I think 1-1.
Andy says that, you know. Mo, I predicted a 1-1, so I'll get my boring fucking scoreline out of the way. But
I am gonna.
Go on, Mo. Go on.
Oh, here we go.
You're not gonna like it.
2-1 Fulham.
What's 2-1 Fulham? Yeah, it's just damning, isn't it? Oh my God! Imagine this. Get in there.
How boss was that, by the way, when he scored that?
We've got to have faith. I'd like us to win, but you know, probably at the minute with Arsenal coming up, they probably would consider it taking a point if they had the opportunity, boys. I know we don't want that.
I just think we're gonna sit back again. We're not sit back. Just not do much.
I think we're going to play like we did it properly against Inter Milan, and just hover into the game.
Yeah, it's going to be like, I think. Just not creating nothing, are we? We're just literally not creating nothing.
It's going to be walking football. Woo!
Yeah.
A question for you, Rick. I'll put this one to you. Here's another question, gentlemen. What do you think will happen when Salah comes back from AFCON? Surely he can't shine from the bench.
He can't straight back in.
We need him right now, though, Mo. We need Mo, don't we, really?
Yeah. I thought you were asking me. Yeah, you need me.
We need you as well. Yeah.
Look, I don't think you'll revert back to the old formation. I think Mo would probably be played behind as a central striker. I think that will get Mo more in games because at the moment Mo on the right, we're not getting the ball to him and he's not having the service. Maybe if Frimpong's there, we'll probably get a bit more, but. I think when Bradley plays with Mo, he doesn't do enough for Mo. So I think getting Mo back in the team, straight away. But I think it'll be more as a central role rather than a wide role.
This is a worrying stat from Andy, Adam. This is what we've got to be careful of. Villa have got that 9-point gap now.
Yeah, we've got to win tomorrow, mate. Yeah,
we have to win. Yeah. I am hoping Liverpool fucking players have watched that on the way down there today and gone, fuck, we got to sort our shit out. You know what I mean? That is mad. Is that the score now? Wolves beating West Ham.
They were due, and Wolves have been playing well lately. Even against
I know. They have.
Against United, they played well. They're due one, like.
Yeah.
They've got a bit difficult time at the minute, West Ham, because they need to win because they play Forest next.
I think they're getting relegated, West Ham, mate.
I think
they're going.
Would you take Bowen?
Yeah.
I'd have him, like, definitely, yeah.
He would have been at Liverpool years ago if Jurgen Klopp would have been able to, if he was younger.
Would you take Paqueta?
Not now.
I don't rate him, lad. I don't rate him at all, mate. Don't see it. The Paqueta.
Yeah, nah.
I don't rate him, mate. I don't see it.
I've seen him live a few times. He did look really good.
Yeah, I think he's a bit of a moment player, isn't he? Like a bit like look good sometimes.
I think Bowen. Bowen, if they go get relegated, Bowen on the cheap.
I'd take him on the cheap just for a couple of years. Yeah, he's obviously 29, 30. Fucking hell! Right now, you could imagine
he's got that old. He's like 27.
No, he's 29. Like 29.
Yeah.
He's better than Keyser, isn't he?
Oh, he is in the Premier League.
Yeah, I wasn't even pissing him out. I wasn't pissing him out, but he generally is. He's better.
I'll tell you what, even now, I'd even throw 15 million at West Ham and say, we'll take him.
Yeah. Ask them if they want keys. Ask them if they want keys.
Oh, get off you, Andy. He's on the whiskey.
Yeah, Andy's turned into me. It's right, lad.
Fucking Mr. Optimistic. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. And he's coming on some on it. Fuck. We better fucking win now. But Reds, look, we'll wrap it up. Big game tomorrow. We have to win, really. You can't be having an off day. But keep the faith. We'll all keep the faith. And let's hope the Reds win. We're back tomorrow after the match. Have a good night. See you after.